spindle bar to the drill and secure it in place as demonstrated by our technician. Then we attach the backing plate by screwing it in firmly. Please note we recommend a normal mains powered electric drill. A cordless drill will generally not have the speed or battery life required to complete a repair. Next we fit the GP100 green abrasive to the backing pad. Once the abrasive is in place, push down firmly on the pad. Now we start to drill and apply the pad to the glass as demonstrated by our technician. We move over the surface from right to left, never stopping in one place. We recommend being gentle with the new abrasive when sanding the glass, as this will prolong the life of the abrasive and reduce overheating or causing a distortion. We continue moving from right to left, overlapping slightly, growing the treated area. At this stage you should start seeing some of the scratch has been removed and some still present. When you feel the abrasive has clogged up and stopped working, it is time to stop the drill and tap it a few times as demonstrated by our technician. We need to also change direction and go up and down in order to even out the surface and unify it. Sanding in the same direction and stopping at the exact same point will cause a step in the glass and an optical distortion. Once the scratch damage has been removed, we can now move down a grade from our green GP100 to our blue GP50. We will now start the pre-polishing process to remove abrasive marks caused by the green GP100 disc and prepare the surface for the final polish. Before we apply the blue abrasive to the glass, we need to spray the glass with water and wipe down with the microfiber cloth supplied. Now we will start to drill and apply the pad to the glass as we have done in the previous stage. Due to the GP50 light grit, this abrasive will not feel like it's having much impact on the glass, but please be assured this stage is just as important. The more time we spend on this stage, the less time we will spend on the next final polishing stage. For the best results, it's best to be patient and take your time. Another point to make is that we will apply a little more pressure when using the GP50, especially a used one. Continue moving over the surface, going from right to left, up and down, growing the treated area. Make sure you overlap properly and apply even pressure. You can start to see the treated area going lighter and lighter. You want it to be an even light haze without any dark defined abrasion marks or scratches. Remember, we need to stop from time to time and check the temperature of the glass. The last thing we want is for the glass to overheat. If the glass is hot, we simply spray some water and allow it to cool. We also take this opportunity to tap the abrasive, remove the glass residue built up on the abrasive surface before we continue. As you can see, the technician is using the pad flat to the glass, applying even pressure as he is moving along, overlapping and covering the whole damaged area. Remember, we need to change direction and go up and down in order to achieve a flat and even surface. This will allow for a better result and an easier polishing at the next stage. When you feel the abrasive has stopped working, it's time to replace it for another. We must not forget to check the temperature of the glass by placing the back of your hand on the surface. We fit a new abrasive to the pad and continue with the final pre-polish stage. With the new abrasive flat to the glass, we move over the surface as we have done previously to gently unify the working area and prepare it for polishing. You can begin to see a much clearer, lighter cloudiness. Make sure the entire surface has a light cloud appearance. If you have heavier, darker cloudiness in some areas, you will need to continue the process until it is removed or improved. This stage will determine the final result, so it is very important to take your time and pay extra attention. We need to take extra care and pay more attention to the edges of the working area. This is important as the edges naturally sustain more damage from the abrasive process. Now it is time for the final polishing stage. Remember to check the temperature again. If the glass is hot, simply spray a little water. We can then remove the blue abrasive disc to replace it with the felt polishing pad. Attach the black side of the felt polishing backing pad and push down to secure. We now add a small amount of our GP Pro polishing compound to the felt pad. Then we will apply the pad to the glass and start the drill. Spread the compound moving rapidly and then slow down and polish going from right to left, up and down. Hold the drill as steady as possible, applying small amount of pressure, but allow the polishing compound to do the work. There is no need to push too hard trying to speed up the process, as this will only generate too much heat. When you feel the paste is dried up, you need to stop. Check the temperature and spray some water before continuing. The water will reactivate the polishing paste. Be patient and don't rush. This is the easiest stage of the process. Continue polishing, and if you look, you can clearly see the abrasion marks disappearing and the glass surface sheen being restored. Again, when you feel the paste has dried up, you need to stop and spray some water and check the temperature before continuing. The water will cool down the glass. Add a little more polishing compound as demonstrated by our technician. A splash of water, then we check the temperature and continue with the final polishing stage. As you can see, the glossy finish is starting to appear in just after a few minutes of using the GP Pro polishing compound. We need to continue polishing until all abrasion marks have been removed and the surface restored to its original state. During the polishing process, you will find that the compound will dry out on the glass due to the heat caused from polishing. Stop the drill, spray with water and check the temperature of the glass. You can add more compound or apply some water to the treated area and you will find it will reactivate the compound. You can repeat the process again as many as necessary. Please note, too much water will hinder the polishing process and make a mess. We need a small amount of water and a slurry-like paste for optimal polishing. Once the polishing process has been complete, we spray the glass with water and clean it with the microfiber cloth supplied. We need to clean the surface and make sure all scratches, abrasive marks or haziness have been removed. If there are any noticeable light scratches or haziness, we need to spend more time polishing.